Hi friends, welcome to mavericktext.com. This is my second video, and in this one, this is a very small video, and we are talking about one of the issue we come across when dealing with the home lab, especially with the nested ESXi. First let me explain my environment. I have a system, a desktop machine, desktop with 32 GB RAM and i5 Skylake processor. Now my plan is use this as a nested ESXi deployed to ESX servers. Now many people will come across one of the error when installing the ESXi, this error which I'm going to show you. It is showing that it's a virtualization warning. Hardware virtualization is not a feature of the CPU, but even if you have enabled the Intel VT in your BIOS, still you're going to get this error where implement the ESXi. So it is not a big error which can be solvable. So what I'm going to show you is we're going to tweak the ESXi in order to make this error disappear. So there are a lot of articles available, especially from Virtual Ghetto as well as Yellow Bricks from Duncan. So you have a lot of things, but I just want to show you in a video how we can resolve this issue. It's pretty simple. First thing is the most important thing, we need to follow these two. These are the two things we require in order to resolve this issue. First, I'm going to log into the SSH. I hope, let me increase the font size. Go for a better visibility. Okay, now first thing I want to look into it is this file. Okay, it's stuck. Okay, right. So I'm going to read this file. So if you see we have VHV enable is true, you need to have this one. I already placed it. Once you place this one, then only you should be able to go ahead and be able to create the ESX. So if you want to edit it, you can always use the VI here. So you can always come and create a new line always. For example, like press I for insert. You can do like this, VHV HV dot enable is equal to true, and use save and exit, sorry, and escape, save and exit. So what this will do is this will go ahead and add this one. So I'm going to, if I run a cat, you will see it's already there. Okay, so this is eligible for this option is eligible for ESXi 6.0 as well as 5.5, but if you are using 5.1, there is other option which is actually showing it here. For 5.1, you need to use vhv.allow is equal to true for 5.5. Okay. Sorry, before 5.5, 5.1 actually. From 5.1, this is the one we are going to using. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is You can also basis you can also enable for here. You can also now enable here VHV on per VM basis using the new vSphere web plane, which basically adds a parameter to the VMs. So I don't think it is required here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new virtual machine. I'm going to exit this. Okay, now I'm going to log into my ESX server. Okay, I'm going to create a new virtual machine. By the way, this is ESX 6.0 update 1 version, and this is running. If you see a 4-core Intel i5 processor, Skylake, and it's running 32 gigs of RAM. And I have two hard drives. One is a Western Digital SATA 1 TB and a SanDisk SSD around 240 GB. Yeah. So let me create a new virtual machine. Go ahead and okay. I'll name it as ESX200.mycloud.com. I'm going to select OK. I'm going to use virtual machine version 10 because I'm going to use 5.5. So I'm going to select other, and you have ESX 5.x, and especially I need to give 2 ports at least, otherwise you're going to end up with error saying that there are no enough ports. Next, I give 6 GB RAM, and I'll give 4 NICs. I create a new disk. I think 20 gigs will suffice. Actually 10 gig will suffice. I just, as a matter, I'm just giving 20 gigs, which is a thin provisioning. But I'm going to put a check mark, edit the virtual machines before completion. Click on continue, and I'm going to come to the options. Here I'm going to select option 4, use Intel VT for return set. Okay, just click on this one and finish. Okay, now we have created ESXi. Now we need to put the OS in that one. So I'm going to remove this floppy drive which is not required, and CG drive I'm going to mount an ISO. Okay, let's fire it up. Next, let's check our luck here by installing the ESX, whether we are going to end up with the hardware virtualization error or not. It will take a while. Okay, just pause this because just to don't want to waste your time. So comes the installation. Enter F11. Let's see, it should discover our device. Okay, enter, give the password. It will take a while, so bear with me. Okay, it's asking for F11. Press F11, and here you go. So I'm just going to pass it so that I just want to show you. Until now we don't see the error, so let me pause and wait until it's done. It's at 28% now, still waiting. I resume the recording once I can see like do already go for the reboot. Okay, the installation is successfully completed, so I'm going to perform a reboot, and I'm going to log into a virtual center, and I'm going to add this, and I'll try to create a virtual machine which is a 64-bit virtual machine and see how it responds. Yeah, please bear with me. Okay, so if you see the ESXi is boot up and it took a IP address from DHCP, but I have a different plans for this one, so I'm going to change the details. So let's configure the management. So I want to be a static, and IP address is 200. And I definitely don't need IPv6 DNS configuration. The DNS is 106 and host name is ESX200, and DNF suffix is mycloud.com. So it will ask for a reboot because we have disabled the IPv6, so it will perform a reboot. Once this is reboot, I'll log into the ESX server and I'll go ahead and add it to the vCenter. Yeah. So if you see the ESX is boot up and it is using the names here, so ESX200 and 192.162.200. So what I'm interested in to check it out if it is able to reach the DNS as well as the it's a loopback. So let me see, go and see. I want to that's the management. So 2.1 is the gateway and 106 is the basically the DNS server. So let me see. Yes, and it's failed. So DNS is not updated, that's why it's failing. Anyhow, I'll check it out. That's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to back to the vCenter and add this server. So I'm the vCenter, so I'm going to add a new host. So it's getting added. Okay, now the plan is to create a virtual machine. I'm going to go ahead and create a new virtual machine on this new ESXi, nested ESXi I can say. Next, just put as a test. Other 64-bit, because if the hard virtualization is not enabled, you can't really start a 64-bit machine, so I just want to do that. Next, finish. It's done. So just select it and right click and power it up, and open the console. That's it, voila. So you can see like it is able to boot it and you can install the operating system and everything. So this is the tweak you need to do in order to make this nested ESXi to work. First, the first thing is you need to go to the config file of your host. Please, this needs to be done at host ESXi, not the nested ESXi. Okay, and you need to add this at the bottom of this file using the VI. And then you need to enable the virtualization, Intel A like this. So edit settings, options, here you need to select the last one. Okay, and then obviously it will work pretty good. So as you see, I'm able to boot the machine. Yeah, thanks for watching, and always I'll try to provide the details. Thank you very much. Have a great day.